Why do you want to have a girlfriend, a German girlfriend?
Oh, I just want a German girlfriend because I want a German passport.
The German passport.
Yeah, so after I get married to you, I will have German passport.
That's the only reason why you want to marry or have a girlfriend.
There are many reasons also, but I'm very honest person because my father said always be honest with the people.
And how do you think that should work?
Like what?
You cannot just get a girlfriend and get a passport.
No, after marriage we'll get the passport, right?
But how you will marry me?
After we fall in love.
You didn't even ask me to be a girlfriend yet. How can we marry?
In India, we don't wait for boyfriend, girlfriend. Sometimes we just get married. You know, it is arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage.
So I will take you to my village, introduce you to my father. He will approve because he also wanted to go to Germany because we having lot of problem in getting Schengen visa.
Schengen visa.
I thought this will be easy way out.
So you want to bring all your family?
Yeah, after we get the passport, then it is easy for me to sponsor them.
And where do you want to live?
Berlin.
You have an apartment?
No, that you will give, right?
I provide the apartment.
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah, because it is 2025, no? Feminism and men and women are equal.
White guy try not to like Asian girls challenge. Impossible. As soon as his San Francisco startup is somewhat successful, he starts saying things like, Western girls are too confrontational, because he lost one argument in 2024. At least Asian girls laugh when he explains crypto memes. He tells his friends, I feel more respected, mistaking basic listening for submission. But in the meantime, she's calculating what share is going to be hers after his company IPOs. She starts asking very innocent questions like, so how much equity do you still have? He thinks it's cute, calls her financially curious. She's already mapped the vesting schedule in her notes app color-coded with exit scenarios. But to understand that requires elite ball knowledge. Get your elite ball knowledge polo at childrenofcon.com, link in bio.
What was Jeffrey Epstein doing in Puerto Rico? Newly unsealed DOJ files reveal photos from a CD labeled LSJ Puerto Rico showing that Epstein met with former governor Anibal Acevedo Villa at the governor's mansion in 2005, and they also show that he spent a significant amount of time in Puerto Rico. After all, it is just a 40-minute flight from Epstein's Little St. James Island to San Juan. Phone logs document calls to Puerto Rico as far back as 2003, and email correspondence between Epstein and his lawyer Reed Weingarten mentioned Puerto Rico as recently as 2017. Epstein also held accounts at two major Puerto Rican banks, Banco Popular and First Bank Puerto Rico. But here's where it gets sus. One of the banks Epstein held accounts at, Banco Popular, actually acquired Puerto Rico's Doral Bank after it failed due to fraud and financial mismanagement. The banker who was investigating it was coincidentally blown away in a drive-by. That, combined with the fact that crypto millionaire Nikolai Mushegian was found dead in a reef off Condado Beach 4 hours after tweeting about a government trafficking operation in Puerto Rico, really makes me wonder what the was Jeffrey Epstein doing in Puerto Rico? Given Epstein's government connections and history of trafficking, I don't think it's far off to hypothesize that he was possibly sourcing some of his victims from the island. Furthermore, I'm interested if he is in any way connected to the financial board siphoning billions of dollars of Puerto Rican tax money to Wall Street. Puerto Rico is all over the Epstein files. There's way too much to cover in one reel, so I'm at least going to make a part 2 to this. Follow me if you're interested.
The only thing that I've seen from you that has not, really panned out is the old Bitcoin statement.
I still don't believe in Bitcoin, but as Jamie Dimon said a couple years, not just to me, to the shareholders, if my customers want me to make a market in I'll make a market in If you think it's going to replace the dollar as the main currency, if you think it's going to be like the national bank, that's just not going to happen.
But it's happening.
No, it's not. So it has $2 trillion in value, whatever the value is. But if you think that the Ford Foundation, the Rocket Foundation, the Federal Bank Reserve,
they're all buying it.
They're buying 1%.
Well, why would they want any if it's going to be valueless?
Because it's an embarrassment clause. Just in case it goes to $1 trillion, they participated. It's just so they're not totally embarrassed.
Fuck your peptides. Fuck your peptides. You're gonna go to ASU, you're gonna meet a girl, make her your girlfriend, fall in love with her, alright? Meet her family, have her meet yours, spend all your money on her the entire 9 yards. Then, a couple months later, you're gonna do some digging, you're gonna do some research, you're gonna find out some background information. I promise you are not gonna wanna eat for a long ass time. And it's not even like you're gonna have to force yourself. You genuinely are not gonna wanna eat. Then you're gonna lose hella weight, get shredded as fuck. And it's lit. Alright, follow for more fitness tips.
That guy's bigger. Does it really matter how the fuck he got bigger? When it really boils down to, all that matters is he won and you lost.
Bro, what the fuck are we doing, bro? We need to hop on a cycle right now, bro.
I knew a motherfucker who was so ass at trading that this nigga became good at trading from literally doing the opposite of what the fuck he was gonna do, gang. That's how shitty that nigga was at trading. That every decision that nigga made, the stock literally did the opposite every single time. And so what this nigga started to do was literally, instead of him going with his first thought, he would do the opposite of what his first thought was, and that nigga would hit every time, gang. That's how that nigga became profitable, bro. I swear to God, bro. Think about it, gang. So that nigga literally became profitable from sucking ass at trading. Bro, I swear to God, bro, I'm not trolling, gang. I'm dead ass, bro. That nigga just had the worst luck in the market, bro. So what he started to do was, if his first thought was calls, that nigga would play a put and hit on that bitch, bro. That nigga ran it up off that shit, bro. I swear to God, to this day. To this day, bro, that nigga is a beast at trading from sucking ass, bro. Hey!
I recently came to the realization that I don't actually need therapy. I just need a bad bitch. I just need a bad bitch. And the only way to get a bad bitch is with slightly bigger muscles and more money. That's what's been stopping me. The key to happiness this whole time has been vanity and materialism. I've been worrying about things like intimacy, finding like-minded individuals, and meaningful work, when really, I just needed to start taking steroids and doing summer sales. Because that's what other people look for and desire in a partner, is money and slightly bigger muscles.
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow!
Slaves built the pyramids. Slaves built the Parthenon. Slaves built America. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. is your song. Thank you. Slaves, slaves.
Nobody knows about that fucking degenerate life when you're fucking down 40,000 and you battle the fuck back. You say, you know what? You know what? I'm a fucking strong, independent man. And you're not gonna tell me I should go to bed. I'm gonna battle the fuck back. And I'm gonna fucking get my money back. And guess what? I got my motherfucking money back. That's right.
Punky, on me, funky, monkey, punky, pump it, price, jump it, hop in a new whip, paid for by Punky. I'm just too lit. Somebody say something. A monkey that look like a frog, price look just like a dog's, full of some chads and gods. Fudders is mad I bought. Word to your mothers, this monkey is doing a lot. Take out a hammer, I'm whacking a fudder, just cleaning the face. Jumping on Twitter, take over the space. Punky is pumping, increasing the pace. A monkey that look like a frog, paid for my flight to Prague. Touchdown, Punky Lamborghini rental in the garage. She's at my Punky, we had a menage. No, she not Nikki, cause I'm too picky. That's why my portfolio as long as a blog. All about Punky and why that shit rocks. Punky take over the block, watch. Punky, on me, funky, monkey, punky, pump it, price, jump it, hop in a new whip, paid for by Punky. I'm just too lit. Somebody say something. Punky, on me, funky, monkey, punky, pump it.
Asset, well, Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best, okay? But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
You buy this for $39.99, guess what, folks? You take the L away. You put a W there, baby. You're a winner, man. You're the real deal. You're picking up chicks. Let me tell you something. You buy this set at $39.99, baby, you're the cock of the walk, man. You walk into the bar and you just find the hottest chick and you go, you, me. Guess what? She says, why would I go out with you? Because I bought the deal on Wild West Deals for $39.99, that's why. She says, can I go home with you? That's how simple it is. That's how it works. That's what this set brings to the table. Because you know what she sees? She sees a man who knows what he wants. She sees a man who says, good deals don't get by me, baby. I move, I act quick, I act now. I go to wildwestdeals.com, boom. That's why you're hanging with chicks all night long. That's why you got guys like Michael Jordan calling you, wanting to hang out with you, baby. Because you bought it for $39.99.
And we're live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goy and goypers, looks maxers, wealth maxers, and to my bears, poverty maxers. What's going on, you guys? I've got a special meme for all the bears, man. Very special meme.
All sold? Oh, man. Woo!
If this is your first time to ask me anything, use Super Chat, I will answer it. But the general theme of today's stream will be the privacy meta. What is going to happen? And a lot of people are like, what's meta? What's a meta? It's basically a season. What's a season? What's hot right now? What's hot right now? Privacy. The coins, not the actual thing, because consumers don't give a fuck about their privacy unless it's hiding their fucking dick pics. Quality is shit in 1080p. Is it not in 1080p? Metadata. Yeah, they don't care about the metadata. That's one guy even Luke Smashers can't save. I know. I mean, bears are kind of like almost like absolute like black pillars, really. Like occasionally they'll be right, but then it's like they didn't have did they even have assets to even sell anyway or to be in cash? Like it's like they're what we call in the dating game snipers. It's like every guy's done it. I've done it. I've been a sniper at one point where like you're at a party, a dance, you see this girl you want to talk to, but she's got some friends around. So you wait all motherfucking night until she's by herself. And if she doesn't end up by herself, you know, you miss the opportunity. If she goes by herself, you talk to her, you built it up so much in your head, you fumble the bag. Oof. Fooked. Basically. Hot girl crypto summer. That's funny. What if Dash does a Monero Zcash? It could gain some depth. It's kind of like all the other privacy coins suck. I mean, R looks okay, but the ecosystem hasn't been developed too much. I think Secret had a shot for a while, but it just got completely. I mean, no one's even working. I don't even believe anyone's even working on it. Dash just came back mostly because the OG kind of like miners on it and stuff. The master nodes on it. It's really slim pickings because basically privacy got attacked so hard. Samurai Wallet founders like got arrested. They're gonna get pretty much Trump's gonna let them go. Tornado.cash guys got in some trouble, but basically they got hey, okay, we can't fuck you up for just making code that you didn't really do anything with, I guess. And now you can use Tornado.cash. So it's just like it just barely like privacy was on discount for a long time. The boomers love Dash, yeah, because it's a 2017 coin. If every boomer's 65 and older now, or in their 60s, at least 63 years old and older, when was Dash popping? 2017. How many years ago is that? Let's add it up. That's roughly about. Is that true? Yeah, it might be roughly like 8 years ago, when they were in their like early to mid 50s. Like, hey, I made money with this a while ago, almost a decade ago. Let's do it. Now, anyone that was in the Citadel last night, we did a webinar. We talked all about this. You guys know my thoughts already. And some sauce I won't give away in here, sorry. But if you join the Citadel today, you get that recording. The recording's out. The recording got given to the Citadel, the Crypto Mindset course, and the Cash Out course. But yeah, XMR, yeah, but like that only happened because obviously just for the whole thing, basically we had a huge Zcash run. Zcash run is what started the whole privacy meta run that happened right now because it ran so hard, and it wasn't Monero that was running it. So Monero was not leading this charge at all. It's essentially was limp dicking, but eventually Zcash it went from roughly, let's call it $25, and by the time it reached $200-300. Monero started slowly grinding up. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. It kept pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping. And that eventually, Monero finally started going up, but it basically was kind of a stable coin for a while. I think it only went down to like $100 and some change. But it did pump, but it was already the market leader. So it kind of moved like BTC did last cycle. And Zcash started doing really well, and everyone was like getting really hyped on these coins. So then people's like, fuck, Zcash is like at $200-300. I should start buying all these other coins. So people started buying R and Dash and anything that they think that could work out. And Subverge didn't even pump. So some coins are deader than dead. But people just rotated into like, okay, I made a bunch of money in this. They took Zcash money and bought all these other alts, and just to make some more capital. And then what happened was the night of 1,000 tears. All the developers for Zcash decided to say, fuck it, we're leaving, because the way we have this thing set up is as a nonprofit. We want to make a profit. So they're going to make their own coin. They've already released a wallet for it. But because they left it, they're like, we're abandoning Zcash because we don't want to get in trouble. And it looks like Zcash will not get hit with any lawsuits and stuff, but I think it's because they decided to leave it alone, so it's not going to get any more updates from what I see. So right now, like the Zcash guys who are in profits right now, people are still holding it, have rotated money out of Zcash into the king where it was supposed to be, which is Monero, which is battle tested, been around forever. It's already illegal already. Not really. You can buy it on Kraken in the United States if you didn't know that. Right? If you didn't know that. Right? But yeah, it had testicular fortitude. Because when I was telling them, hey, should I buy Zcash? And after it was pumping, I was like, no, you go buy Monero. Don't like you would buy Zcash on a fucking on a red candle. Very big red candle. Yeah. Oh, nice. You caught R at 22 cents. Very good. Rail's going on a run. Yeah, I have less confidence in Rail, but like, I mean, shit. I mean, as long as Monero keeps pumping, as long as one of the leaders, Zcash or Monero, keeps making all-time highs and keeps going up and doesn't give back too much of their gains, it's going to continue, which I think is overall very good. Because why? Well, since it's pumping so hard, maybe some other exchanges decide to relist it. Other ones are like, there's like these privacy meta is going crazy. So then people start launching privacy coins again, and then technology starts advancing, and this is good. We need this. This is also why I believe that the Zcash guys got a little knock on the door to be like, you're making this shit popular. What the fuck? I don't believe Zen. What, you mean Zen? No, fuck no. I don't think Zen's a good coin. Nah. Which Zen? Which one? Which Zen are we talking about here? This cycle's been very weird. It's a very 2017 type cycle. Like if you guys had watched me from the mega course, I've said this cycle is kind of like a 2017 type cycle. It's all the next cycle is going to be kind of more retail based, right? This is more like, you know, developer, like I would say like exploratory, where we're discovering what's the new stuff, what works, the old stuff, and then we're fixing the bugs with it. And by the bear market, it's the bugs are fixed, and then we try to bring retail into it, basically. Okay, got you. I mean, Verge is so cheap it hasn't pumped. I mean, like it's super dangerous, but you know, hey, maybe. Let's see. Are dating apps even worth trying? Well, it depends. I mean, if you're already good looking, get a photographer, take professional pictures. Don't just take a bathroom pic unless you're literally like six packed out or very lean. Get professional pictures done, and I hope to God you're not short. But I would listen to Dawn right here, man. Dating's dead. Work on your career, your money first. Read the rationale. You focus on your career and money, but also don't disregard your looks. Don't disregard your looks. If you're fat, lose weight, work out. You should be working out like 4 or 5 days a week with cardio. Almost everybody, just about everybody, not everybody, but like 90% of the chat probably needs to lose weight. Is nobody a good buy right now? Needs some exposure. We'll take a look at that right now. I'm gonna continue a little bit on this whole kick right here on the old privacy meta, and then we'll go into coins. Type 1 in the chat if you're able to see the chart here. Yeah, I need to gain weight. Yeah. That's the 5%. There is 5% of people of the 10. So 90% of people need to lose weight. 5% need to gain weight. 5% already in stupid good shape. Okay, perfect. Okay. So this has run up pretty decent this last 24 hours. Let's look at the last 3 months, right? Talking about a $300 price. It was a King Kong. It's still, I think at no point did Zcash ever pass us in market cap. Slowly going up. And then now that Zcash, the foundation and essentially all the developers have left to make their own project, This pump right here is almost completely was fabricated by Zcash people rolling their money into, because like a bunch of people who made money on Zcash is like, fuck it, let's roll it into Monero. I don't know where to put it. So like this last, god damn motherfucker, bro. Okay, let's just say the current. God damn, that's a fucking nice move. Almost $300 move. This $300 move is basically Zcash people who took in profits on Zcash, rolled it into Monero. I'm currently in cash, right? I still have some Zcash, but like I got some capital right now, but I'd wait for a nice pullback. But yeah. Interesting. Because you have to look at like the privacy game is so lame. Like there's like, because it got fucked so hard by regulations and stuff, and you know, like most developers are pussies. Not all, but a lot of developers are pussies. Yeah, man, the revolution, man. You know, like I'm so hardcore, dog. And then they launched. I mean, I'm not a developer. I'd be like, I'd be able to launch some sort of utility token, maybe a meme coin, but like privacy would be kind of hard and shit, right? But like the developers who could do it, they just won't, because I mean, I understand too, but in a way, but like a lot of these guys are like, they're the type of people who tell you like, you know, we're doing this to better the world, but you know, it's a lie. They're just trying to get rich while sounding like, I mean, they're basically people from like San Francisco, basically left leaning dudes. Is like, I want to say the right thing while I do the wrong thing. You understand? I want to have like the public on my side as I take the public by the side. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we got King Kong Monero. We got Zcash, of course. This is going to keep going sideways until we figure out what's going to happen. Dash is the other one. So the market's kind of chosen the main shitcoin to be Dash. This one, you can skip this one. It doesn't matter. Decred's possible. Mimblewimble, I don't think so at all. And you see, like, look at the market. Where are we getting into, like, kind of ridiculously low market caps already? Xano, bullshit. Horizon, Zen, maybe. I mean, I see what you guys are talking about here. Pirate Chain R. I mean, I heard a lot. I've heard about this chain for a long time. It could maybe do. Verge hasn't done shit. What is it? It's pumped 20%, but it's really not done anything really. If you look at the last 3 months. Oh, let's just look at it in market cap just to make it look funny. It's basically under 100 million. Peaked up here at 150. It's come back down with the Zcash crash and shit like that. And it's basically hasn't done much. 50% move maximum, really, no multiples. But hey, who knows? Like, if the market keeps getting hotter, people are like, hey, let's dust off the old Verge fucking Twitter accounts and this and the shill accounts. And they're like, McAfee is behind this, and you know, all this other crap they're gonna say. Maybe it could pump. It's not impossible. Cody's cool, but like, I don't know what's happening. They're like, I mean, it's fucking, I think it's been abandoned. Tornado. This one should pump, but we'll have to see. And then from here, we're just getting to super speculation. I mean, my God. PivX used to be big, actually. This coin was actually pretty big in 2017, actually. So this is for like super high risk shit. It's a $14 million coin. Hasn't done shit in years, man. Oh, yeah. Look at that bitch. Ooh-wee. This almost hit $14 a coin back in 2017, 18. I think he did, yeah, but I don't know which one. Have I looked into any virtual ecosystem coins? We're going to talk about it in a future webinar. But yeah, I've looked into it. A little bit. Well, virtuals is probably the only AI coin. Yeah, a little gaming in there, but like AI coin that actually has like bots for sale, and it essentially does have like a consumer based side of it where you can get into stuff and they actually allow you to download things. Me, I'm always crypto, like two dicks and one bitch, don't mix, right? I'm always very paranoid when it comes to downloading anything, especially from crypto faggots and putting some fucking malware on your computer. So what I would do is, if you're going to do any of that stuff, put it on a burner computer. So I have I have research computers, I have research laptops that don't have anything on it. And that's where I would download that stuff to see if I will use it and stuff. But like, you have to be very careful because this is where people get wrecked. Somebody in my fucking house is fucking killing and burning something alive. There's like smoke everywhere in this bitch. What the fuck are they doing? I disabled all my ghetto birds. So, you know. God damn, dude. I think they're fucking burning chilies now. They're like fucking straight up beaner shit, dude. Oh my God, man. What do I have here? No. No. Wow, do I not have it? That's insane. Nope. Nope. I got to color code all my shit in here, man. Chiles rellenos? No, I don't. They're doing something, man. They're making some food downstairs. I got a grip of motherfuckers in my house right now. Yeah. It's so beautiful when Pepe pumps. God damn. Sorry if I'm coughing right now. My God, man. Shit fucking burns my lungs, dude. I might die on stream, dude. Shit's crazy. Yeah, dude. It's fucking. This is like a. I mean, you're not Mexican if your mom isn't trying to kill you with mustard gas from her fucking burning chilies and shit. It's horrible. I mean, it was so. I remember growing up, it was so bad. My mom was like, literally, like, you know, they have to basically burn them, basically, right, on the comal, and it's so bad that you're like coughing, like my eyes are turning red. That me and my brother would grab blankets and like bear crawl along the floor, like they teach you in like the fire department, of like when there's a fire, you want to stay low to the ground because there's oxygen. Oh my God, dude, it's the worst. It's the absolute worst, man.
Number one, number two. Number one, number two.
About the same. Number one might be a tiny bit better.
Number three, number four.
Number three.
5 and 6. 5 and 6. About the same?
Yeah, they're pretty much. Can I see 5 one more time?
5 and 6.
Yeah, they're about the same.
That's the privacy meta and stuff. I mean, and now that privacy, they're kind of leaving it alone now. Over the bear market, you know, like when we do have a really good bear market, like Monero might be a decent play. Maybe we'll see whatever they like, because basically the way like Monero's going to take over the spot right now, it's pumping, and then people are going to jump into whatever the new coin that the Zcash fucking dudes, the genders jump in. That'll be the next one, and then from there we'll have to see where the ball goes at that point. But like so far, what I see, like as long as BT doesn't crash, Monero could continue to pump for another, like, I mean, for a good minute, man. Let me just see if I can look at it. Fucking Dash, bro. It's 2017, bro. We can't even deny anymore, bro. That fucking thing I said about being in the 2017 cycle, my 8-year cycle thing of like we end up having like a 2017 type cycle and then a 21 type cycle. And it's not and what I mean by that is like my actual thing is really like you have like a retail heavy cycle, which is a 21 cycle, and then you have developer sort of crypto native cycle, which is the first of the 4-year cycle. So like I really believe we're in a 8-year mega cycle that's split into 2 basically. Yeah, I'll read your super chat, brother. Let me finish my thought right here. But yeah, Monero's climbed up pretty nice. It's at 14. This has a shot of let's look actually. Allegedly, CoinGecko got sold to Anthropic, this AI company. That to me doesn't do anything. Dude, none of these AI companies do anything. Almost none of them, bro. Besides like whatever Apple's doing and like Perplexity and a couple other people like which Perplexity might own Anthropic. I don't know. I got to look into it. But regardless, it only needs about a 2x, $1,400. I mean, there's a shot it can go. I mean, for sure it's going to number 11. Absolutely. Bro, but maybe, bro. Maybe. Like Monero's going to number 11 in market cap. Like that's not even, it's got a little jump. I mean, it's got to $800. It'll be there. Here is the hard part is this 24 billion to get up there because it's at 12. I mean, it's at 13 right now. So it's a very large, what is that? 12, 13, $1,400, give or take a range there. Because in this bear market, when we were in the bear market, Monero, if you want a utility coin, a coin that kind of long-term hold, we recommended this coin at the bottom of the market. Anyone who was there in the cash out course knows. Pretty much the lowest you could have picked this bitch up for was about like 110. And pretty much like a 130 to 150 is the average price for a long time. So good profits, but it took a long time to get it. Just like the Zcash coins I got, I mean, took forever. That's not entirely true. I mean, the big money from 17, yeah, but I know tons of people got rich in 20 and 21. 21, we made some money. But just like there's some people that got very rich this cycle, but it's mostly people who are like actively deploying coins and shit like that. Yeah. Yeah, 17 was awesome, bro. I love that cycle. You can get rich in every cycle, but yeah, it's gone. This cycle's harder. I mean, I would say like 17 and 21, like the level up of like sophistication was a step above, but because it was so retarded back in 17 that like you just like it was like the IQ was like you had to be like Somalian IQ, 65 IQ. And 21, in order to make money, you had to have maybe like I'm pushed into here 85, 90, IQ points to be like smart enough to get into all the stuff, but like you're like, I don't get all that yield farming shit, so I'm not gonna get into all that. You have to be like 110, 115, 120 in IQ and really like 140 to understand all the math legitimately, which almost nobody did. And the people who were like close enough, like you were in the 120s to 130s, you're like, I know math enough to know that this is a fucking Ponzi, but I'm gonna play it. Hilarious. Hey, but 22 is a good year to get in. 22. I think the guys who are watching me right now are going to make it. I'm gonna have a tight. I if the market is going to break up, like I believe over these next 4 months, when my viewership right now, okay, I'm at 100 live viewers right now, right? I got about right now I've discovered I've got like 150 real motherfuckers that watch my lives. And then of course I got some people watching, but I'm just going off of live viewers. Okay. I've got 150 real motherfuckers, 160 real motherfuckers that watch me. Right. Also, we got people that watch the reruns and stuff and watch, and I'm not shitting on them. When the price pumps, my live viewership is going to jump to 300 to 400, 500. They're the ones, some of them will make money and a lot of them will get wrecked.
All sold?
That's how it's gonna be, man. Because it hurts me because this happened in 21, right? Where like, hey, like I'm like, all right, you guys, I'm adjust like all my guys who I got in 2020 and early 21, and actually after the crash of 21, we made them some great money. But there's guys that came in later in the cycle. We're teaching them, we're telling them to get into big stuff, and they just wanted to gamble. So I'm like, all right, well, how high could this go? Well, dude, we're kind of you can even go back to streams. I was kind of, hey, we're kind of late, we're kind of long in the tooth here, but here's the moon math. If you really want it, but we'd have to hit these levels. If we don't hit these levels, you don't get the prizes. Okay, I don't need a fucking lecture, Dad. Just tell me. All right. You don't get alt season without retail. Sort of. You do get some. You are having a retail run now because it's who's pumping Monero. It's a huge, like, you can't listen to some of these Twitter faggots and some of these people out here that say like there is retail here. There's people with money. Like retail's noise, right? Regular retail, the guys on the street, like they're kind of like extra liquidity to like a slight pump. The real money is you attract people who, like, it's basically upper middle class and business owners who have the capital to put 20, 30, 40, 50,000 down, $100,000 into a coin in a single shot or over a DCA. Not the guy who's got $1,000 or $1,500. The guy who's got that money is watching, that should be watching right now, doesn't leave and just DCAs, and that's how he can ascend to middle, upper class, low tier rich. And then as he stays in the game, he becomes rich. That's just the truth. That's the absolute truth. You know, with 1,000 retails, you get one guy who's got some money, which is good. So that's why, I mean, retail is important. It makes things more viral. It's very, very important. But, like, do you know how complicated, besides buying it on Kraken, it is complicated to buy Monero. It's basically not available anywhere unless you somehow, I don't even think it's on it's on KuCoin. Yeah, bro. I mean, you have to do some shady exchanges. Kraken's the only one you have to go on fucking Mexi, which sounds like, is this a Mexican exchange? No, HBC, isn't that some weird shit? Like KuCoin, Korean. I don't know, maybe Whitebit. What the fuck is that? Bitfinex, isn't that Chinese? XT, what the fuck? Or Bitmart. Poloniex. I didn't even know that shit was still running. It's fucking who's buying Monero? Who's buying these coins? It's crypto OGs, dog. It's crypto OGs.
The only thing that I've seen from you that has not really panned out is the old Bitcoin statement.
I still don't believe in Bitcoin, but as Jamie Dimon said a couple years, not just to me, to the shareholders, if my customers want me to make a market in I'll make a market in If you think it's going to replace the dollar as the main currency, if you think it's going to be like the national bank, that's just not going to happen.
But it's happening.
No, it's not. So it has $2 trillion in value, whatever the value is. But if you think that the Ford Foundation, the Rocket Foundation, the Federal Bank Reserve,
they're all buying it.
They're 1%.
Well, why would they want any if it's going to be valueless?
Because it's an embarrassment clause. Just in case it goes to $1 trillion, they participated. It's just so they're not totally embarrassed.
Yep. What's up, SJ? There's a lot of news. So basically, the Supreme Court decided to kick the can down the road about the tariffs. So market crash averted, right? The Clarity Act isn't going to pass, basically, or like Coinbase is not going to support it because it's basically retarded. I mean, it is retarded. I mean, it's such a bad deal. It's like literally if Coinbase backed the Clarity deal, because we finally got the details of it, it's like the golem. It's like the fucking the the special needs fucking Spartan in 300 that traded the whole homies out for fucking one night of sex. No, definitely SJ's. Like I won some Monero from the Edge wallet. Seems like a pretty easy process through them. Definitely, but you already have to be experienced in crypto to get it. That's what I'm saying. No retail is like, I don't know how to do any of this shit. Now, high Q retail, like because like there's very smart people. Go to YouTube. How do I buy Monero? Let me research. What wallets do I buy? I mean, it takes a few hours. You can watch a bunch of if I have a class in the courses where I show you how to do research on YouTube and how to do research in general for how to get into cryptos, how to not get scammed, and like generally just research on anything. You can use what I teach you in class to learn about peptides, steroids, hair loss, looks maxing, picking up chicks, game, frame, fucking gym maxing, anything, cycling, running, walking. I mean, that class that I do, I've actually extended it out now because like YouTube does some really stupid shit that I don't like, but like I have a workaround around it already set up for the classes because I'm already preparing for the next crypto mindset course already. This is what I'm doing on my days in between because my next stream won't be until Friday and Saturday. So I've got like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is my next streams. I'm taking Thursday off. Thursday, I'm just basically working on course material and stuff already for next month out because I am preparing to succeed, basically. But SJ is a very, very knowledgeable person when it comes to crypto. It's like you're literally she's a female actual person who knows crypto very well and can figure her way around like how to get something in a DeFi platform or a DeFi wallet. Like she's not like she's not like Pearl when she says like I'm just a stupid girl. I mean, girls are stupid. I don't even know, like repeal the 19th. I don't know this crypto stuff. I just leave that to the boys. She literally says this, by the way. I mean, fuck, man. It's such jujitsu in a conversation and shit. Like, I've talked to her, and it's just ridiculous, bro. I mean, it's like you think it's an act, or like if it's an act, she don't let it go, bro. She never lets her guard down. But how do we get girls Clary style? Fuck, man. You might have the passport, bro. I mean, if you're white, I got some advice.
White guy try not to like Asian girls challenge. Impossible. As soon as his San Francisco startup is somewhat successful, he starts saying things like, Western girls are too confrontational, because he lost one argument in 2024. At least Asian girls laugh when he explains crypto memes. He tells his friends, I feel more respected, mistaking basic listening for submission. But in the meantime, she's calculating what share is going to be hers after his company IPOs. She starts asking very innocent questions like, so how much equity do you still have? He thinks it's cute, calls her financially curious. She's already mapped the vesting schedule in her notes app color-coded with exit scenarios. But to understand that requires elite ball knowledge. Get your elite ball knowledge polo at childrenofcon.com, link in bio.
If you want more elite ball knowledge, link in bio for the Citadel. If you start getting money, here comes the honeys. You ain't knocking no boots if you ain't clocking no loot. Ladies, Oxford study. Those who know, this is elite ball knowledge, though. Elite ball knowledge. That is true. You can pick up growth without money, of course. Looks are good enough, game's good enough, But, there is a certain threshold of, like, you have to be not completely chopped, of course, right? But you can pick up chicks and shit. I picked up chicks broke when I didn't have nothing. I didn't even have a car. You definitely do it. But then after a while, it becomes like when you get a car, you can live at your parents' house forever, this, or like then you have, and then depending on the type of girls you start, as you get older, it's like, why don't you own your own house? Or why don't, like, let's go over here. Let's take a trip. You can't take time off of work. It's essentially women, like a lot of women today just want to date a prince where like, they're just rich and famous for no reason, damn near, with like all the time in the world, which is fucking hilarious. When am I getting Starlink? I already have Starlink. I think I dropped that Epstein meme. My fucking internet went to shit. Then do you guys see that Puerto Rico star? I might delete it though, but like, check this out. Check this out.
What was Jeffrey Epstein doing in Puerto Rico? Newly unsealed DOJ files reveal photos from a CD labeled LSJ Puerto Rico showing that Epstein met with former governor Anibal Acevedo Villa at the governor's mansion in 2005, and they also show that he spent a significant amount of time in Puerto Rico. After all, it is just a 40-minute flight from Epstein's Little St. James Island to San Juan. Phone logs document calls to Puerto Rico as far back as 2003, and email correspondence between Epstein and his lawyer Reed Weingarten mentioned Puerto Rico as recently as 2017. Epstein also held accounts at two major Puerto Rican banks, Banco Popular and First Bank Puerto Rico. But here's where it gets sus. One of the banks Epstein held accounts at, Banco Popular, actually acquired Puerto Rico's Doral Bank after it failed due to fraud and financial mismanagement. The banker who was investigating it was coincidentally blown away in a drive-by. That, combined with the fact that crypto millionaire Nikolai Mushegian was found dead in a reef off Condado Beach 4 hours after tweeting about a government trafficking operation in Puerto Rico, really makes me wonder what the was Jeffrey Epstein doing in Puerto Rico? Given Epstein's government connections and history of trafficking, I don't think it's far off to hypothesize that he was possibly sourcing some of his victims from the island. Furthermore, I'm interested if he is in any way connected to the financial board siphoning billions of dollars of Puerto Rican tax money to Wall Street. Puerto Rico is all over the Epstein files. There's way too much to cover in one reel, so I'm at least going to make a part 2 to this. Follow me if you're interested.
I've been talking about this Puerto Rico thing. I just thought it was like some other thing, but like, I didn't know the Epstein side of it. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. My Chevron stock blew up today. Up or down? If it went up, it probably is because they kicked out ExxonMobil out of the deal. Probably gave more to Chevron. Interesting. I've been talking about that murder. That was weird because I had a homie of mine who literally saw his body. That crypto guy, he fucking found him, but they found he had like bracelets on. I think he had a piercing or something like that, and like they basically stripped him butt naked and threw him over the cliff and shit. And they found him on the beach, like he was walking on the beach, and he's like, "What the?" He was walking his dog, and he was like, found him there just naked on the fucking beach. Fucking crazy, dude. And like, guess what? He got him. Super crypto guy gets himself some Israeli fucking girlfriend, and then the girl starts fucking acting super weird, and then he basically counter espionages on her, and then figure out that they're spying on him, and then he's like, "What the fuck?" And then she was like planting. She was trying to plant fucking like porn, like CP porn, on his computer in order to fucking frame him, in order to fucking get him to shut the fuck up and get him to do what he wanted them to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yup. Yup. Everything I'm saying right here. That's how they get you. And you have to look at yourself like, hey, I'm all right. Yeah, you can get fined, right? Like you can turn any like let's just say a scale. Like we're being like objectively true. Like everyone in this chat is worst fucking cases at 3. I mean, I would fucking doubt any of you motherfuckers are like 1s and 2. You would have to have literally like deformities, insanity. If someone works really hard at it and shit goes out crazy and shit, if you really focus on your looks and get yourself better looking, I mean, worst case, everyone get to a 5, but like probably everyone can get to a 6 or 7, and people think like, oh my god, like 7's not that high. That's actually very high. That's almost like Chad Light, damn near. Because like, if you look how the looks maxers kind of rate people, no one's a 10. Like they call it absolute Adam, like Adam from the Bible. Like an Adam doesn't exist basically, but like the highest someone could be was like a 9.9. So basically, a 9's really the highest you can go. Basically, third leg deformity. Well, it might help you. They tortured him, I think. I think they beat him up and they killed. I don't know. To me, I think they just killed him. They just killed him, stripped him, see whatever shit information he had on him. He probably had like what do you call it, like USBs and shit. Just got rid of him. I'm 5'2", ugly as fuck. The only way for me to succeed is dating life is to get rich and rich and famous. You have to blow up on social media. You basically have to start being well known for stuff. Your status has to increase. So both wealth and status. Because like if you just work on wealth, whatever chick you find is basically just using for money. Basically. Or here's the problem also you have too, if you're a 5'2" dude, is that you probably can bag like a 4'11" chick, but then you're cursing your genetic line because it's like, okay, I got late. And you're like, at the end of the day, you're still making kids, so you're propagating to the future. But the problem is that you're having to fuck a 4'11" chick, and then you're chopping your kids in the future again because they're gonna be short as you. If maybe you're lucky and you're like, I could, elite ball knowledge is in the Citadel, but like even with elite ball knowledge, if you're 5'2", legit, and I know you're joking around, but like even if you're 5'2", even with what we're using growth hormone and other methods and stuff like that, you'd be lucky to get your son to 5'6". You know what I'm saying? So we're improving the genetic line, but like you would basically need to use wife's gene. You would have to gene max a little bit, at least get a girl that's 5'6". I mean, it's woof. Then at least your son might be 5'5", and then you can turbo boost them with like optimized nutrition as well as like pharmaceuticals and not medical advice or anything like that. And then maybe be able to get him to like 5'9", and then we're advanced. And then you'll sit him down, elite ball knowledge. You guys are planning, you are scheming with him. You're literally on your son's team. Like you're literally like, I'm your number 2 dude. Like we're scheming together. We use whatever we can. You pay for wingmen. You do everything you can in order to be able to advance him. And then basically you try to get him to get with some fucking 5'10", 5'6" girl. Or not 5'10", but like, yeah, 5'10", 6 foot girl. And then over time, then his children, you would work on all that stuff. The technology would advance further on that. And then basically you would start getting, maybe your grandchildren might be able to get into like 5'11", 6'1". This is a multi-generational amount of effort. But I believe it's doable. It's a path. It's hard. It's like you have to get laid. Your son has to get laid. And then you guys, like, you have to maximize yourself. Then you have to maximize your son. Then your son has to maximize himself. And then as an adult, and then from there, you have to get a woman pregnant, like that suffices on the genetic side, and genetic maxing. And then you have to like also watch over your grandchild along with your son, and you guys have to be cool enough where he's cool enough to do it, and you guys are all understanding it. So it's just huge things like Simba teaching, it's literally Mufasa's father still around teaching Mufasa, and then Simba, and then all two of you are like helping out Simba to become the real true king. And not just going to Timon and Pumbaa saying, Hakuna Matata, be a lazy stoner. Dude, when Saudi's going to pump? Soon. I mean, we need the market to get a little hotter, basically. We need a breakout. I think it'll be, from what I'm seeing, the Sonic Foundation's finally turned on the engines again. They're fucking finally doing stuff. They managed to get back about like 5 million Sonic that was hacked from Balancer. It's going to be returned to people. It's a multi-generation, and we're all on it. It's just our heart. Like some of us are playing, like most people are playing this game. Most people don't even know they're playing the game. Their game is like, this is my torch, son, do whatever you want. But if you think like my name, you think your last name as like, you're an emperor, right? If you think like I need my genetic line, that's how everyone should think. Like, if reality, like don't be an overbearing parent, but like there's certain decisions, right? Like you don't give your children an option growing up. You put them in a sport. You don't got a choice, faggot. You're going into like my son, he's going into gymnastics. I don't give a fuck if he hates it. Who cares what he has to think? Who cares? And I'm not talking gymnastics in teenagers. I'm talking about gymnastics while he's a little kid. So he learns how to move. He can use his body. It's really healthy. And then like gymnastics really helps out to do any type of sport, basically. And then why the sports are important. So they don't become social pariahs, so they don't become socially retarded. Because sometimes it takes literally a lot of people in the red pill and in the black pill are just suffering from basically they were losers in high school. And then it takes almost 10, 15 years to burn off the fucking high school karma that is their social life. And it's this haunting thing that holds them and binds them until their fucking 30s or 40s, where they finally ascend above the trauma of like this bitch not wanting to fuck them, everyone calling them losers, you're fat, no one likes me. Every time I talk to a girl, she treats me down, or like people bullying you. That's the trauma they have. You have to get, there's something called W, like I call it's called the winning effect, but I call it the W effect. You have to give your kids W's. I'm not saying like put them in a league where everyone like everyone's a winner. That's bullshit. But like you have to put them in a thing where like, wow, you're really good at that. I can't do that. Really, Dad? That's so cool. You have to give them W's. Like, man, I am fucking pretty great. Dude, you're so fast in the jungle gym. Really? Yeah, dude, I've never thought about doing that. Like, boosting their confidence up a little bit, because there's tons of kids where their parents are pieces of shit and it's just shut up, loser, sit down, shut up, get out of here. No, you're so fucking annoying. And you just crush your confidence. You're stupid. You never understand anything. He's got to aura. I'm going to teach him how to aura farm. I'm going to teach him how to muscle max. I'm going to teach him how to fucking talk max. Everything. You got to give him some W's. You put him in on the, of course, if the kid's really small, I mean, obviously you're not put him on the football team, but like there's so many sports and shit. Especially if you start making some money, you can be on the golf team. Everybody, it doesn't matter how big or short, everyone can play golf. Golf is, you have to give them some social circle where, like, because the people who don't do any sports, they're usually a little bit lower on the rung unless they're good looking or they're head of their social group. So if you're just kind of middle of the pack, if you put yourself in the middle of a pack that's higher, you're now more, you now have a higher, higher status group. And even if this group dissipates after high school, it's that confidence boost of like of get all the social interactions with girls and guys, of knowing how to talk to your peers and knowing how to talk to the opposite sex, that gives you all this, like, it's like basically you're teaching them sales before sales in a way. The soccer, let's calm down with the soccer team. But yeah, if they're into that shit, of course. I mean, if they like soccer, it is what it is. I'll buy a soccer team. I mean, me and Charlie have been actually looking into buying a WNBA team and an MBS team here in the States. Not even joking around. But you have to be real. Yeah, I think baseball, soccer, really good. Football. I mean, you gotta be careful because like the CTE shit's real. Rugby's cool. Yeah, rugby's cool. You have to see the lay of the land, basically. Why? Well, it's like let's just say they're just not good enough. They're not black enough. They're just not big enough. And some coaches put the kids on there and then just fucking hurt them and shit. And like they get concussed a lot. And like this happens. I mean, I remember Kyle was actually really good at football, but he was coming home every day and like, fuck, my head hurts. No, it'd just be funny because I'd be sitting. It'd just be funny to say I own a stable of WNBA girls. Oh fuck, that'd be funny. I mean, I think I mean, if you want a sport to make your kid look decent, except you have to go like. Swimming gives kids a really good body, basically, because it gives them that lean body, but like, it is what it is. And usually if they're swimming good enough and you got cash, you can get them into a college, and that further cements them and stuff like that. But like you have to put that business acumen. So like this is where like let's start a business, and this is why like you have to like right now, like my son's a little too young right now, but as he gets a little older, it's really like the 2, 3, 4. It's probably like more like 3 to 7 are the most pivotal years, because you can talk to them, and you're like, how much does this cost? You want to talk to him about money. Like for me, I'm going to talk about money and like, why do you think he did that? Because he's stupid. Yeah, that's right. He is stupid. But why is he stupid? Because he don't listen. That's right. But why doesn't he listen? Because he's stupid. I think you're understanding, Michael. I think you're understanding. Like, that guy smells. Yeah, because he doesn't shower. Well, But if he smells, people won't talk to him. And then if people don't talk to him, they make fun of him. You should shower. Yeah, I should shower. I hate stinky people. Because genetics, Dad. Yeah, he has a depressed, he has a pivotal tilt and shit. His shoulders aren't very wide, Dad. Dad, I saw this kid at school today. His genetics suck. Oh my God. Dad, this kid's body fat's fucking percentage is way too high, dude. He couldn't do one push-up, Dad, at school. One push-up. He couldn't do one jumping jack, Dad. He started crying halfway through the lap. He's not going to make it, Dad. Dad, by the end of the year, he's chopped. Oh my God, dog. You Gen Alpha motherfuckers, bro. You kill me, dude.
What I find fascinating, even within black pill communities, there's a contradictory impulse towards action. Look smaxing, mewing, bone smashing, all of these absurd, borderline self-destructive practices are aimed at improving physical appearance. On the surface, it contradicts the black pill's fatalism. It's striving. If everything's determined by genetics, why bother? But I think what's happening is this. Look smaxing is the aesthetic expression of the will to survive. It's young men saying, okay, fine, the game is rigged, but I'm going to squeeze every advantage I can out of the hand I was dealt. It's tragic in the very classical sense. It's Sisyphus pushing the boulder. It's the Stoics accepting fate, but acting with excellence anyway. Because here's the thing about the ancient Stoics. They were black-pilled. They believed in determinism. They believed that fate was already written, that the universe unfolded according to an inevitable logic, and that most of what happened to you was outside of your control. But their response was, act anyway. Control what you can control.
There's a really famous, like, give me a child till 7 and I'll tell you what type of man he'll be. That 3 to 7 years are really important. I'm not saying don't have fun. Let's go to the park. We're just running around the house and shit. That just makes him make sure he doesn't become an asshole, right? Hey, go shake his hand, right? Look the guy in the eyes. Like, hey, nice to meet you. Because if you fuck up that 3 to 7, this is why single mothers fuck up their kids so much, is because they're always shitting on their dads all the time. Like, that's insanity. Like, those are the years, because that's like you're putting in that early software that turns into that hardware that never goes away. It's always in the back of the mind there. And you can put really good ideas in places, and because so there's telling your kids what to do and then showing your kids what to do. It's like, hey, you should be in shape and you're a fat fuck. The firmware, I'm like, let's go to the gym. Yeah, Dad. And he'll see me lift weights. He'll be like, oh, okay, this lifting weights is normal. It'll be in his brain forever. Like, I don't know. Like, he's like, man, lifting weights is kind of not, like, if I don't lift weights, that's kind of gay, and like, that's pretty gay, Yeah, it's teaching him frame. Yeah, exactly, right? Not in a bad way, because like the way they learn the most by looking at you. Like, how I learned, is I grew up my whole life. My dad was telling people what to do. Yeah, like my dad had crews and shit. He was a jefe and shit. He had tons of guys. They'd come to our house, and we'd have fucking 5, 6, 10, 20 people show up to the house. Okay, sube la herramienta, vámonos. Like, my dad was commanding, doom, 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 doom. And then my brain, I was like, at no point growing up did I think I was going to be a worker. Zero. Even my dad never even telling me this shit. I knew from that point on, I was like, why? Like, I need to get my own. At worst case, I need to get my own crew. I need to get my own business. I need to tell people what to, I just, from the jump, I saw that he was everyone respected him. He paid people. It was so interesting when he would pay people, because this is the 90s, so just FYI, a long time ago. But you have to tell and show. But the tell only works if the show is good. You know what I'm saying? So this man, maybe my addiction to money happened here, but I remember I may have been 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. And my dad and my mom are there. They're doing they have all the hours for all the workers and stuff. And my dad's just got a stack of hundreds. I mean, fucking stacks. I mean, literally like a stack on the table like this, shoebox full of hundreds and 20s and shit. And he's like, ¿Cuánto le He's like, Dad, can I hold that? I remember I was like, oh my God, look at all this money. I'm rich. And it's like fucking burn this Jewish candlelight into my eyeballs that it's always going to be there,
Fuck yeah, buy, sell, buy, sell. What are you guys doing? Shut up, Ugg. We're fucking crypto gurus. You're literally buying coins because the names make you laugh. Okay, now type in shit, piss, fart, poopy, butt, ass, coin. See what comes up. Yeah, okay. I just bought it.
You guys are fucking idiots.
Let's fucking go. We made 100K.
What?
Yeah. Also, like you also pick up bad habits. My dad was smoking. I never liked smoking. I thought this shit was lame. And this is another thing too. Like now, if you never drink around your kid, they get alcohol, they go crazy, right? Like I remember can I have a sip of your beer, Dad? He gave me a sip of his fucking Budweiser, and I'd be like, this shit is disgusting. Why are you drinking this shit? I mean, I didn't say it like that, but I was like, oh, I literally didn't want to drink beer ever. Like, it's just, because if you make it this huge thing, it's like, no, alcohol must never touch your lip, and you're drinking it, they're gonna lose their fucking mind about it. Like they can't stop. That's a big thing. Is like you're doing it, and you tell your kids no all the time. Then they're like, you're a hypocrite. And on top of that, too, when I get it, I'm gonna go buck wild. Yeah, it's true. Crypto Crossfire. It's absolutely true. Absolutely true. And as I got older, I would go on my dad on these jobs, and I ask him questions and stuff of like, so how do you talk to me? And then my dad would tell me like, this is how you talk to the customers. You try to basically. I mean, it's obviously you're befriending them, source, and you try to give them the job they want, but then also steer them towards other ideas or steer them towards like maybe a different solution because that solution they're asking for it's not going to work, or the costs are going to be too great. And if they want it done, we'll do it. But like we gotta it's going to be like 3 times the cost if we do it this way. And yeah, I don't think I ever had my first full beer until I was like 14, but I only had like one. I don't even know if I think I finished like half of it or something like that. I really didn't drink much, but it was cool. That's the whole thing, and that's why like you don't have there's alcoholism all over the world, but like it's much less in Europe and stuff because they don't make it such a big fucking deal, But I also don't think you should allow 16-year-olds to be drinking like full fucking in the UK and shit. Like that's insane to me. Yeah. I remember how disgusting a fucking Bud Light, a Budweiser was. You don't have Bud Lights back then, but Budweisers were. And now I'm like, this shit is like, it's like, oh, this beer is awesome if I were to drink it. Because like compared to these IPAs, like now as you grow older, your palate changes and stuff. You like different foods and stuff like that. So like the beer, like, beer has a certain flavor, right? Coors, a Budweiser, Bud Light, there's a lot of brands out here, right? Corona's fucking piss water. Drink a Modelo, bro. Be a man. Corona fucking Modelo supremacy, bro. Even a Corona from Mexico is whatever, bro. I mean, they add dye to the fucking beer, dudes. The reason you get such bad headaches is because the beer, it comes out white as a motherfucker. They put yellow dye into the beer. No, I know. You know what I'm talking about. If like you just drink, like I always look at people like crazy when like I drink a Corona. I'm not talking about like if that's all they have, like whatever. If you're gonna drink, right? But like those beers always, it's like drinking Jose Cuervo or some shit. Insanity, Blue Moon's and Orange, yes, not bad. Yeah, Blue Moon's all right. Stellas are good beers. I'm just super against IPAs because, but here's the reason. Like, so at one point I was actually going to make a beer. I actually was looking into making a beer back in 2015. me and a buddy of mine who has started a different company, we were actually looking into starting possibly a brewery. And we got pretty far actually into it and stuff. Like we got to the point where like we were looking into, we're actually going to buy equipment and everything like that, and like start like brewing. We were going to brew like, I think it was like 127 gallons or 128 gallon batch, bottle it and everything like that, and then like try it out. But we did a smaller batch and stuff like that. And then we found out all these things about IPAs and the type of beers and everything like that. And one of the reasons, like one of the guys told us, buddy of ours that already was kind of working for like, what brand was that? I think 805 beer was working for 805 beer. Told us that the reason that they like hops so much is because hops extends the shelf life of the beer. So they get a darker bottle, of course, that extent, sunlight can fuck shit up. Hops. The reason they're pushing hops so much is because the hops does help push the alcohol up, of course. But here's the real thing. They like it because it almost doubles to triples the shelf life in the beer. So they're just doing it because like, oh, this is like it increases the alcohol and a preservative and we increase the price. It doesn't, and it tastes like absolute dog shit. Also, look this up. Okay, I'll I'll ask ChatGPT. Wait. Hops that they put in beer, are they estrogenic? Let's see. Yes, hops are mildly estrogenic. If you intake extreme amounts of alcohol in chronic intakes over time, measurable hormonal effect. High hops exposure. So basically, like we're talking about people who like those super. This is why, like, you ever notice how the lefty guys or the craft brewery guys, they all get kind of weird faced, like bitch tits, kind of like emasculate, super emotional, bro. It's because they're spiking their fucking estrogen, drinking fucking IPAs, bros. Now you just drink one, you're fine. But if it's like people who drink beer, like I'm a beer drinker versus like I like more hard alcohol if I do drink, right? Like I'm not really a beer drinker because I just don't like being like in that empanzado. But yeah, IPAs are not that great for your testosterone. I mean, regardless or not, because you're drinking alcohol, it's gonna fuck up your gains anyway, right? And also like empty calories since you're drinking calories. But regardless, if you're getting shit faced regularly in a week drinking IPAs, you're also drinking a concentrated version of the IPA. If you say like this is a double, triple IPA, I mean, literally, literally look it up now. It's gonna like if you're just having one beer a week, it's whatever. It's just not gonna do shit. But if you're a person that drinks these quite a lot, like you're getting shit, you're fucking getting hung, you're getting fucking shit faced drunk, or like you're pretty fucking drunk off of fucking drinking like this triple Spaceman IPA Blue Moose Stout. You're gonna spike your estrogen, and on top of that, here's the other way it spikes your estrogen, because you're usually when you're drinking heavily, wow, I can't even talk right now. Sorry, your inhibitions lower. You usually eat fast food, or you eat some kind of salty food, fatty food with it to satiate yourself, and beer has a decent amount of calories, right? It's like you're drinking a bunch of sodas, and spike insulin, you get hungry. You eat food, it goes straight to fat, and when your body fat increases, you produce more estrogen. So it's a double whammy. Now you're fatter. You've gained 5, 10, 8 percentage points of body fat on your top of yourself, and now on top of that, now you're drinking, and you're still drinking and fucking getting shit faced on IPAs, and now you're getting a spike from estrogen from your fucking being fat, and then you're getting a spike of your estrogen because you're drinking fucking IPAs. This is why I like hard liquor master race. Go drink a tequila. Go drink a tequila club soda or a vodka club soda with a little lime juice or something like that is like one of the if you're gonna drink, it's probably the healthiest drink you can drink, basically. Me personally, I like a cognac with a Diet Coke. I mean, you're already getting calories and fucking alcohol from the fucking alcohol. Don't add more fucking calories give me a fucking Coke. Like, what are you, retarded? Like, no, just drink it. Get I don't know, Hennessy XO with the fucking Diet Coke and shit. And it's like, Miguel, isn't that bad? You're at the aspartame. Dog, you're drinking alcohol. Shut the fuck up. Be whiskey on the rocks. Yeah, whiskey on the rocks. I mean, that's pretty good. It depends if you like mixed. I like mixed drinks personally, but I'll have I'll slow sip a really good cognac or a tequila. But that's how you drink more correctly, less problems. You know what you're getting, and you're still gonna get drunk if you're gonna get drunk, right? But always get the diet drinks with the mixed drinks. I don't know why we're doing so. Let me take things that spikes my fucking spikes sugars in my body to spike my insulin, and then on top of that, let me dump some fucking Coca-Cola on that bitch, or fucking I don't know, whatever the hell else you're drinking with it. Yeah, I have a buddy that drinks whatever the highest IBA. Yeah. And that's really the reason. It's because they're trying to get shit faced the fastest, but without looking like they're alcoholics and shit. When they're basically like, let me take a Bacardi 151 shot or whatever, which is like, you want to let me feel it first, and then I'll get the regular alcohol. Yeah. On margarita or straight tequila. Yeah, the margarita's got a lot of calories, but I mean, hey, once in a while it's okay. But like, yeah, $97,000 Bitcoin, baby. Hell yeah. Yeah. I like a cognac, man. But I'm cognac or I'm straight up. I love a really good like tequila, basically. What about mixing with pineapple or cranberry juice? I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, if your stomach hurts or something, I guess, but like you'd be better off doing like a diet ginger ale, which they have them for your stomach if it hurts. But like unless you're trying to just blast some growth, that's a bunch of calories for no reason. You're spiking your insulin for fucking nothing. Sometimes that's all they have. You're at a party and it's like, I mean, it is what you're like, fuck it, I got to drink. I'm hanging with the bitches or I'm fucking whatever. If you're going to drink, I mean, you shouldn't be doing that, but if you're going to drink, right. But mix it with something else. Trust me. And also, you can drink longer. I mean, you can drink longer without getting more fucked up. Like this is why you get more fucked up on wine and the hangover. Let me tell you this pro tip: the hangovers are less severe when you drink in the manner that I'm telling you. You still will get a hangover, but you won't be like that. You wake up like, oh, I got a little headache. That sucks. And like, damn, I drank like 12 drinks or whatever, right? Where like if you drank 12 glasses, or I don't know, I mean, let's just say the comparison of red wine, you'd wake up the next fucking day like you fucking are dying. Absolute destruction. Like your brain's fucked up. You also gain. This is why these white bitches get fat on this shit. This is why all the white dudes get fat on the beer and shit. I'm talking Mexicans too, but like I'm talking the IPA drinkers, because Mexicans don't really drink IPAs except for the new age faggots. As a conquistador, Chad conquistador genes here. Oh, people love when I say all that shit, bro. Oh my god, the YouTube comments, bro. I've been having I got a lot of big Mexico people that watch all my clips and shorts and stuff like that. And I did this video I think a stream or two ago where I talked about, being in Mexico. If you go to Mexico as a tourist and stuff, wear a Dragon Ball Z shirt, you're less likely to get robbed and stuff. And like 99% of the fucking comments are like, that's absolutely right, Miguel. But there's like a couple people that like, because during the stream I was making like I was saying Spanish words in a funny way, so I was saying like Guadalajara, Zacatecas, and some people seriously thought I was talking. That's actually how I speak in Spanish, which is cracking me up because they're like, man, there's some people doing, because like if you see the video, you're like, there's some people with some hater comments, and they're doing it because their life sucks. Yeah, it went really viral actually. I think this short I did, right? Or like, yeah, we did and stuff like, I think it's over 100,000 views in the last like couple days. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Over the Metu and through the woods. How do you avoid the cartel? And well, don't go to small towns if you can avoid it. Stay in the big cities. Stay near the touristy areas. There's plenty to do in the touristy areas. You're paying a little bit more. If you're going, always pay a little extra to like always have a taxi person or take the bus, or I mean you go through the chartered places and stuff. You're going to pay a little bit more, but it is what it is. You're not going. It's very unlikely you're going to get robbed. Going to like let me check out the pyramids. Let me do this. Let me go to Hong Kong. Because the cartels pretty much own it or take a piece of it, so they're not disrupting business. They want business to flow. Now, it isn't like the back in the day when the Sinaloa cartel ran everything. The Sinaloa cartel, as bad as they were, right, was Joaquin, El Chapo, El Mayo were about the business. Keep the killings to a minimum. Kill other cartel people. Don't hit the fucking tourists, the white boys, the Mexicans coming back to visit their family. Keep the money rolling. Keep the money rolling, okay? The new cartels, which is I think the Jalisco one and the other ones and the Zetas and the whatever. I don't even know the rest of them, whatever. But basically, because one cartel got a little stronger now because the other one fell down, they're all killing each other like crazy. Now they're killing civilians like a motherfucker, and it's just I mean, regardless of that, unless you're in the United States, just avoid wearing flashy jewelry. Don't wear like fucking Gucci Louis suits. I mean, the best thing you can do is just fucking be in shape and look good. Dress nice. Don't have anything they can rob. Don't wear a Rolex. Don't wear gold chains. Don't wear all kinds of stupid shit. no stupid flashy shirts and something like this shirt would be fine, right? But like, you know, don't wear like a Gucci shirt or a fucking Louis Vuitton shirt or like whatever the fuck you're wearing or like Louis print. Like it's just stupid. Basically, move humble, dress nice. But there's ways to like look good without like, you want that like I look good look versus or good look or like just like I'm just hoofing it. I'm wearing some New Balances, some old jeans and a fucking sweatshirt, and that's okay. But when you're going out, you like let me look aesthetically, let me wear a button up, looking good. Like you'll look good. Let me see. Let's see what we got here. I'll read super chats right now. Is it videos? I'm pretty sure it's videos. It's probably shorts, probably. I should be talking about. Yeah. Why can I not find it? Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you're there visiting to have some fun and stuff like that, and when you talk to people, people are gonna know you're a gringo or you're from over here from the States and shit, and you know you're already gonna have a status of being from something else. That's true. You gotta move correct. You got to move correct. Also, a lot of people in Mexico are actually that live in Mexico are pretty fat as well. It's just the diet's pretty shit. The diet, I mean, there's so much good stuff, but then they're always eating chips and bun and fucking sugary fucking. It's the Coca Cola, bro. They drink so much Coke. I think still per capita, they're the largest Coca Cola drinkers on the planet. Oof. Yeah, they see it in your face. Yeah. But let's do some super chats real quick. So we got Ken Rose with the $5 super chat. Greetings, Miguel. If we have any more tariffs will affect crypto. Basically, unless we're tariffing China, or maybe if we directly tariff like I don't know, Russia, doesn't really matter. Even if we tariffed like, I mean, it'd have to be something like it'd have to be Germany or France, and the rest of the countries don't matter at all. Their economies are not big enough. China's the only one tariff wise that the market cares about. Just about the rest of them don't matter. They're too small. It doesn't. It's sort of like it's the same thing when we say about conflicts. Like, hey, Miguel, like unless we literally start attacking Russia, okay, the market cares a lot. If we start attacking, if the Chinese attack Taiwan, that'll affect the market, and then we go directly to it. That legit could crash the market, and that's some big ass world news, right? Let's just say, I don't know, like one of the Middle East countries attacks or something, and then we were repelling forces. That'll shake up the market, but then it can be called out. Like most of any little conflicts that happen, like let's say Israel attacks Palestine again, but a real thing, or I don't know, whatever the fuck you call it. It could be maybe a couple days of like turmoil, and then it'll just go back to normal, basically. Because of Torta, fuck no, dude. Hell no, dude. What's the point? What's the fucking point? Yeah, you got to Spanish to pull them to a point, for like just regular chicks and shit. But I mean, you can work through it and shit. I mean, if you pass the, I mean, if it's like Fallout, you pass the fucking the looks check enough, and you're trying and shit, and you're having fun, and you're buying and you're doing drinks or whatever, because drinks don't even fucking matter, they're so cheap and shit like that. It's fun. Hot girl crypto summer. Oh yeah, thank you, Donnie. So we're kicking it with kids, man. With another Australian. Hi DC. PDI got me into Pulse. Should I buy cores? I think you should. I think some PDI and some Pulse X was basically what you need to add of the two, if I were to tell you anything. Covers pretty much all your bases, because if Pulse pumps, then Pulse X will probably do a little bit better percentage-wise, just because the buy and burn and the volume will come back. And the P-Hex could do really well as well, just because with that one, you're covering your bases, and then P-Hex eventually will do something as well. So I think that could do really well. But if you have a gun to my head, if you only choose one, I'd probably go Pulse X probably. There's also a more degenerate way where you can just go get some E-Hex. I think at some point E-Hex will do well at some point as well. I don't think it's abandoned, but it's more higher risk. Do I think Pulse Chain pumps before the cycle ends? Yes, I definitely do. Even if the cycle looks like it ends for everybody else, I think there will be at least one scam pump up on it and stuff. It will have a cycle before it ends. Yep, absolutely. And GM, good morning, DC. Good morning. Love it. What price Solana season? That is a question. Let me look. Where we're at right now in Solana. Last I looked, we're at the 140s on Solana. 144. Every $10, $20, the market starts waking up, but like really like 180 is probably the number where like we start into a light meme season, and it's really above like 120 to 140 is the range. Really, we're like, okay, it's on. As long as it maintains it, then it's on. And I said this before last time, which is what happened, is that once we pop, like the popping from 180 to 220, some coins really start taking off there. So we're already in the middle of it, but like it's nothing that crazy. And then that 240 sustained, and then we can go up to 260, and then even if it goes to 240, it can hold it. There's memes popping off everywhere. The volume's back, basically. I think what's his name? Ricky asked earlier about Nobody, which here let me pull it up. Yeah, shout to Oz, man. Shit. I think the fucking clip, the Mexico clip's literally almost at 400,000 views right now. Not bad. It's been out 4 days, almost got 400,000 views. Very good. Let's look. Just chopped and screwed. All right. Oh. I think Nobody's a good entry right now. It's at 12 million market cap. It touched 10 million. Anything lower than about 14, 13 million is a good entry on Nobody right now. It peaked up to 20 million on the recent pump. So if you want to get some Nobody, I think you're safe to do so. Obviously, like 60, 70% of what you think is right now, because it can wick back down to here. It's gonna get defended to 10, and if it breaks below, it'd be like 7 million. That's the range. So you can get some here, and it's like you're doing pretty good, because beforehand it pumped up here to 22 million market cap, and before that it pumped up to 23 million. This is on the daily, on nobody. So it's not bad right now. So you're not buying like super like high. Basically, you're not buying in the 20 million. You got to get your bags packed before it goes back to 20 million. They just secured 2 big deals. So here's some big news. Nobody secured a deal with Sephora. They're doing like memes and ad reels for Sephora now. Nobody is, and they're also doing a deal. They've also done a deal with Christian Louis Vuitton as well. What other? I mean, bros. I mean, I wear Christian Louis Vuittons. That's fucking sick. But like, they're out here promoting for Christian Louis Vuitton, and now Sephora. I think this might got some legs. So, do you think the crypto algo has been fixed since we basically complained to the motherfucker that was like going after it? Basically, from what we saw, they reduced our virality on our tweets, visibility to our users, and if we reposted too much, that also lowered our visibility as well to users on crypto Twitter by 70% on average. I think they just lowered it I think they still haven't fully unlocked it, but I think what's happened is they took that down and probably just buffed us up to like minus 30%. But it's a lot of people are starting to see, like, they basically, like, instead of trying to destroy the whole echo chamber, they're like, okay, we're going to just leave this one hole here instead of just having the whole massive hole, basically. So yeah, pretty good. Let me see if I can show you the actual things. Actually, I was on there's so much I got so much to talk about. I got so much to show you guys. My fucking headache finally went away. Jesus Christ. The fucking smoke in here finally went away. This shit's really cool. So I'm adding a bunch of stuff. So I'm adding a bunch of stuff like this. Actually, let me see if I can get Oz to send me something. So I'm adding this to my back day and my shoulder day. So like 2 days a week. So I call it my back day and shoulder day, but really it's like it's my push pull leg. Like I'm doing a push pull leg really, sort of sequence. But like since I'm working out like almost 7 days a week basically right now, I'm on track. I'm like on average probably like 6.5. This is like an accessory. I'm gonna probably add this maybe once or twice a week, and then the other one once a week. And then another exercise here. Because I'm really trying to train my lower back. So like I'm trying to strengthen my lower. This mostly to me strengthens kind of like, it's really like mid to lower back with a little bit of ass. Where like this other exercise I'll show you does more of the other one basically. Let me see if I can show this. Obviously, I'm gonna start. I already know with one plate I can, so I'll probably do like. The weird shit about this one is because you have to hold it weird. If you were like trying to progress this, you were holding one plate. You'd have to put like a 25-pound right there. Send me a chest workout in the Citadel. Definitely, I will. I'll send you mine, but it's about intensity. So like my shit's not like crazy ass long, but it's effective. It works. So you have to understand. Like I'm like intermediate advanced. Like I've been lifting for a long time, so I can push these exercises like really hard to like feel sore as a motherfucker. So I get really sore on these workouts and stuff. For someone might be like, oh, this is enough. You might be used to more volume, or this is too much shit because you're used to more of a powerlifting sort of thing where you're very low reps. But I'm usually like 8 to 12 reps on almost all my exercises, except for maybe like biceps at the end there. Because like you need to give them more volume, and then sort of like the tail end of your shoulder workouts. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, here it is. There we go. But yeah. What about 5'8" for growth? Well, I'm a little look. So I'm okay. You have to look where I'm at. I'm just increasing hypertrophy. I'm trying to get the muscle bigger. because I'm cutting. Like it's counterintuitive, but just when you're fatter and stuff, so I'm kind of slow cutting, right? So I've like slowed my cut rate down right now. So like I lost a lot of weight. Well, I guess if relatively you look at, it's lost like 40 pounds in about since June of 25. So how many months is that? Decent amount of months. I'm already in January, so like 6 months, right? And I do this for the side too. I don't bother training the sides too much because you don't want to thicken your waist too much. But do it, do whatever you want to do. Right? I mean, but like I'm doing this to strengthen that area just because it's a weak area for mine because like I hurt myself. So I'm just like that's why I'm like super weird about it. I'm trying to like that. But yeah, if you're trying to be more about the growth side, maybe just try to push everything for 8 reps. And if you fail a little bit, you're doing fine, basically. I do calisthenics. Yeah, do calisthenics, but then eventually you're gonna have to like get a weight belt, and then eventually you might like blend a little calisthenics with like weighted dip machine or weighted dips. Because you kind of tap out until you start getting to this weird progression where you're doing very weird variations in order to make it hard enough for you to keep progressing, basically. But yeah. Also, like me and Kyle were actually doing these. There's a no, actually maybe it's right here. Yeah, this is like a great way to start is like with a dumbbell. This is actually a really great exercises. This used to be something that we used to do back in the day quite a lot, but like girls are mostly doing like girls have kind of taken it over, but it's getting back in vogue basically. You could single leg it. I guess that's a way, but I don't see the point of that. But like I mean if you want to single leg it, it's fine. But it is what it is. Let's see what else I got to show you here. Okay, so let me show you this exercise right here. Let me post it on Twitter. Whew, it smells like good food down here, man. Shit, man. I don't know about you guys, man. I'm getting hungry as a motherfucker. I got my cardio to do right now. I want to stay 210, but I want. How tall are you? Unless you drop on the juice, man, you're basically like you're being very counterintuitive with it and stuff like that. Is there any way to lose cheek fat? Well, normally not really. You're just gonna have to get leaner, or depending on your face, there's like a thing you can buy. You can buy them on Amazon. They're essentially they're like jaw trainers. You can actually train these muscles to get a little bigger and stuff, and that can help out a little bit in terms of how it looks. But if your face is already really wide from here, you look goofy as fuck. What platforms do you recommend trading? I'll tell you for researching crypto. Trading, like day trading in crypto is retarded. You're gonna lose a lot of your money. But I would say for researching crypto, YouTube. Anytime you search any crypto or coin, put the coin, the title, and then put crypto on it. When you search on the search bar, you get better results that way. And download Twitter, create an anonymous account, and just search up crypto people and build up your account like that. You could you can follow me if you want to follow me there, and then look at the people I follow. And that's a great way to kind of get started. That's a great way to kind of get started. I would not do Instagram at first because you're going to be led astray because like a lot of Instagram is very like high level jujitsu because in crypto, because not they're doing anything advanced. It's just like they're honey dicking you with like, this is my trading stuff. These guys, it's like they're honey dicking you with cars or this, or like, look at my profits. You can fake a lot of this shit. Like you can fake a lot of it. So just be careful, but you're 5'9". Yeah. Like it's how lean are you already? Do you have visible six-pack or not? Okay, so this is the exercise I was talking about. So I'm gonna start doing these actually very soon. Every week I'm gonna start doing these. I might, depending on how I like it, I might just start. This is a very extreme exercise to build up the fucking. This trains the whole thing. It's literally like hams all the way to like basically upper middle back all the way down. Really concentrates here. It really fucks this right here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know this is extreme. I am not a beginner. I know if my body's starting to hurt, I'm gonna stop. When you're younger, you'll just like fight through the pain, you'll listen to Metallica and you're fucking just fucking, and you're like, I've seen motherfuckers wear mouth guards. It's like, oh, my back hurts, but fuck it. We ball, no. I will start this exercise probably at like 135, like a plate each side, and just slowly I'll increase this shit bitch weight for like a long time. Because that's not that heavy for me. I barbell row that shit like for like nothing, like for a lot, like 220, 225 barbell row. Like I do that shit fucking like nothing. So I could already pick that up and move it with my hands like this and shit. A little belly fat, not fat. And you're natural, right? Pain is weakness leaving the body. Yes, but then there's a thing. But if you know your body and you're not joking around with it, you're like, oh, I'm pulling a muscle, and then I'm gonna be I can't go to the gym next day because I'm fucking fucked myself. Slip a disc, moves back. Yeah, this is to strengthen that, but you have to start with very, very low weight. And then if you don't know yourself, I'll experiment with 135. If it's too sore, I can't do, or like too sore. But like if I feel like I pulled something, then next time I try it, I'll do it lower. I'll put 25s on each side, and then I'll slowly progress that way. Like basically, I have no ego about this exercise. Because you can do 130. Like me and my brother were doing 135. We were doing the exercise I was showing you before this. Instead of holding the fucking weights, we had the barbell on our backs and we were doing extensions. Yes. Okay. I got some good and bad news for you. So you're going to look good, but like you basically are mentally masturbating about 210 too much, because basically there's absolutely no way you're going to be 210 lean at 5'9". And when like basically you'll start having your abs show up probably 185. If I have to be honest with you, where you look sizzled and you think you look sexy as fuck, and you're like, damn, I look crazy. You're probably going to be 170, 175. Probably healthier for you is like 180, 185. This is with pre-workout and creatine. I mean, the only thing I'd probably tell you is maybe up your creatine a little bit to give you more strength, to keep your strength and stuff. But it gives you a little more water weight. But like, yeah, it's rough. Like how much weight? I mean, like how much weight you have to lose as a natural and shit. And then even so, yeah, it's safe. Yeah, you can. Oh yeah, it's really safe to take daily. You can take creatine daily all the time. 5 to 10 grams of it a day. If you were like 6 foot, right, as an example, or 6'1", you could probably, you'd probably be already lean already, because you'd be like 200, 205, or 195 would probably be your lean ass weight. Like me right now, I weigh 246 right now, 246 pounds, and I know like basically I'm going to look at myself at 230 flat, 231, and see how much more I got to go. And like even me, like I might have to go down to 210. So my lean weight where I got abs showing was probably 210 pounds, 215 pounds. So you got some choices to make. I'm not telling you to hop on sauce or anything crazy like that, but like, because the weird shit is like, in order for you to like, because like no matter what, like it's going to be tough for you to be 200 pounds and like 6-pack showing. It's going to be tough because you're already so close to 200, you're 210. So like you basically like do maintenance and just work out to build more muscle. Like you go on a 6-month, not a lean bulk, but like basically you stick between 210, 215. Oh, shout out to Oz, bro. You basically have to be like 210 to 215 for like 6 or 8, 9 months or a year. And then you'd build more muscle. And then you basically just stay at 215. And basically, because you have to be, this is the shit you have to be careful with, is you have to be so anal about it. You have to like, your margin of error on your weight is within 2 pounds. One day you wake up, you're like, oh, I'm 240. I'm sorry, I'm 217. I'm okay. I'm 218. Fuck. You do cardio that week to get back down. And basically you're playing this game, like you'll lose strength. Yeah, you're going to lose strength. Yeah. Like it took me a while. Like I didn't start, it was of the 40 pounds I lost, I didn't lose any strength. I didn't feel like I lost any strength. These last 5 pounds that I lost, I literally lost like I would say like a decent amount of strength on my bench for the first time. I haven't noticed it on any other lift just yet, but my bench, like my incline bench press is like, I can still do 315, but like I've lost reps on it. And I'm really like the other day, like I was like, oh my God, I might pull something if I fucking bench this again. So this is also like, I've lifted since I was 18. So I'm 34. So I've lifted 12, 16. I've got 16 years of lifting experience of knowing myself. And I would say 8 of those I was retarded to the highest level, but got strong, So like, if you like the thing is like, I don't know, like if this is a real picture of you, if that's a real picture of you and stuff like that, it's like, you just got to, you just got to get it over, because like most girls can't tell how much you weigh. The weight thing is really a guy thing. It's like our version of purse, right? Like, because like when I was strong as fuck at 286 pounds, like my fattest I've been was like, probably April 24. I was working out, thank God, but like I was 284 pounds. Like I was 284 pounds, benching 335 for like 4 to 6, 4 sets of 4 to 6 basically. And when I was going heavy, I usually like benching like 285, 2 plates of 25 in the 10s, and doing about like maybe like 10 to 12 reps at that weight and stuff like that. So usually I would hit a top set heavy as I can, and then boom, rest up. And then when I was like, my strength was leaving me, because some days like your CNS is fucked that day. And then, so I would then drop the weight down and then drop it down to like 275. It was too light. Then I'd up it a little bit. And then it feels great. Like, if you gain 10 pounds, you'd feel fucking strong as a motherfucker. But here's the thing. If you gain those 10 pounds, you cannot go higher than those 10 pounds, because then you will start getting fat as fuck. You need that 10-pound gain gives you the strength, more cushion, more everything. But then stop. You can't. So it's like, once you get 220, you like, just, yeah, I'll give you, because if I have time tomorrow, I'll do a whole webinar on all this. Not a webinar, but I'll do a voice chat with people. So I'll tell you guys, join the Citadel, you guys. Like, I'm gonna give it softs. For $98 a month, you can be a part of the Citadel. Join the 400 plus members in the Citadel, you guys. For every month you're in the Citadel, you get $50 at the next Crypto Mindset course, which will be launching next month. The program of the CMC will last the rest of February and all of March. It's going to be a fucking awesome time. And then right afterwards, we're going to have the Crypto Mindset meetup, which will be in early April. We'll have the tickets on sale for this really soon, so it's going to be really cool and shit like that. I also talk about peptides as well and stuff like that. I don't think you need to use like retatrutide or nothing to lose weight, because you're trying to get stronger, but like, most of the peptide, I don't like, I think like, because there's like these, they're like almost SARM peptides in a way. Like there is peptides to make you for strength gains, but you're kind of being half a natty in a weird way. So like, I don't know. I don't recommend it. But like maybe the copper peptide would probably be okay, but that's for skin and stuff, but that's not really gonna make you stronger or nothing like that. Most of the rest of peptides are basically to like nuke your appetite and basically help you lean out faster, basically. You can be strong and lean. It's just like you're just not as strong as you used to be. It's just like you built it up over a long period of time, basically. Like I'm proud to say, like I have a 315 natty bench, which is really cool. I think if I really stuck with it when I was at my prime strength at like 24 to 26, I think I probably, I don't want to say I hit 405, but like probably what I think I at least could have hit like 365 at least, maybe like it's possible, maybe 405 for a single or something natty and shit. But like a lot of those benching records that are done by a lot of shorter guys with shorter arms and stuff, but that's still cope on my hand anyway. But like that's pretty cool. I was so happy when I hit 315 again. Like as I hit 315 I think when I was 28 or 27, and I hadn't hit it in a long time since. I kind of I stayed in the middle, like 270. I stayed at 275 for like a long time just because I kept getting hurt. I kept getting back, strengthened up, and then basically I get back to two play. No matter how hard I was, I could always bench 2 plates no matter what. And then, a few weeks of benching 2 plates just to make sure I don't bang anything up. I'd start increasing the weights, and I get to 275, 285, and I just stay there forever. I literally would stay there for a year just because I was being so inconsistent. And then eventually, then finally, I got in a good groove, and then I was like pushing back up to 315 again. But it's just annoying because I really felt like when I needed a spotter. Like there is a bit of a mental thing there sometimes, But that's why I like it when you can get past a weight sometimes. Like you can get past a weight where you're like when you're 15, 20 pounds, like let's just say like 315, but now you're doing like 10s on each side, and that's the weight you're doing. It's like when you add 15 pounds, so when you're 30 pounds ahead, and you can just take then you can do there's sort of a weight when you pass the 315 a certain amount of weight, then you can just your new plateau is not a new plateau, but your new base area is 315. You can always do it. It's so weird. It's same. I did that forever. Like I remember regressing when I was trying to get to when I was doing 225 2 plates, and then I'd have a bad week or month, and then I go back to 185, and I was struggling to do 2 plates again. Then I started playing with weird things to increase my bench and smaller weights, and just mental tricks of putting 45 into 225s and 5s and just all kinds of shit like that. And then eventually once I did pass strength, I basically hyper focused, lowered the reps, got my strength up. That's a cool trick that I used in the past was okay, fuck it, I'm not going for hypertrophy, I'm just going for strength. I lower my reps. I'm doing 4 reps, 5 reps, 4 to 5, not 3, but 4 to 5. And that would take me past there. And then once I did that for a few weeks and I got that, then I would do a set at that weight, 4 reps. Then I'd take the 30 pounds off past the weight and then do 225. And then bam, then I could do 6, 8, 9, 10 reps. And then keep doing that for a few weeks or basically a month or 2. And then basically it's locked in, I can do 225 now. And then you try to push a little heavier. So it's kind of this weird thing where you push past, you regress, you kind of lock in that zone there, and then you go for that's if you're actively trying to progress. Sometimes you're just trying to break the muscle and just build bigger muscles, basically. But yeah. Which workout do you dislike doing the most? I mean, I'd say in my life probably I hated doing legs the most, but today it'd probably be I hate whatever hurts, basically. So if my shoulder kind of hurts, I'm fuck, it's just I got to figure out how to do this exercise without it hurting. And I love working out. I just love working out. So I'm not all freaked out to do legs anymore. I was kind of in my early mid 20s, kind of in my later 20s, especially my 30s. I just didn't I wasn't scared of doing legs anymore. And not even scared. It's just I'm I don't it's okay to use machines if you want machines. You don't have to squat if you don't have to squat, but train them and shit. So yeah. I'm a big fan from Korea. Hey, thank you, brother. I was able to make good decisions thanks to your context. One question I have: do you still find Sonic optimistic, or is it? I think there's a chance it can recover now. There's a chance it can recover. Thank you from Korea, brother. I actually want to visit Korea really bad and stuff at one point in time. Just it's on my list. Japan, I've always wanted to visit there. Yeah, it seems like a really cool place. But my shoulder pain is not. It's a very weird shoulder pain. It's not here. It's not. Most people's shoulder pain is from rotator cuff. It's not a rotator cuff. I think I pulled and strained. I have a muscle strain right here, right between my side front delt to my bicep. It's the weirdest thing ever. I only feel it when I'm right here. I feel it right there. Or I don't know. It's some weird right there. I feel it see, it's kind of back here to right there, right at the base. It's a stringy feeling. It's I almost feel that thick of a thing. It's a stringy feeling right there. It's very strange. But no, I think it's got a shot on this next recovery, and then you can take some profits on it. I think so, because I'm starting to see some movement finally in it. So hope that helps, brother. I want to know if you can smoke ganja in South Korea to visit Taekwondo. I don't think you can smoke, bro. Should I go to Tijuana for stem cells? I know there's a lot of fakes. I was thinking about it's either that or Colombia. The best places like that's pretty affordable to go to, but do your research. There's a facility that's like used by a lot of UFC fighters. I'd have to look it up. I was actually talking to what's his name, B Roots about it and stuff. But there's a Colombia place. I'll give the info once I got it into the Citadel. But it's not too expensive. But like your treatment might be like legitimately $7,000 to $11,000 depending on what your thing is. So like they'd pick you up in San Diego as an example. They pick you up in San Diego in a blacked out Escalade. Take you to the facility. They take X-rays of you. They'll tell you this is what you need to do. You need your shoulder and you need your lower back. It's gonna be this much. They do it. They do the procedure to you. You're basically fucked for one day because like you're in some deep pain and it's like you're gonna take pain meds to go to sleep. Then the day afterwards, when you wake up, you're like, oh, I feel great, and then you basically walk around eating tacos and then go get some Chinese food. From what I've been told,
Fuck your peptides. You're gonna go to ASU, you're gonna meet a girl, make her your girlfriend, fall in love with her, alright? Meet her family, have her meet yours, spend all your money on her the entire 9 yards. Then, a couple months later, you're gonna do some digging, you're gonna do some research, you're gonna find out some background information. I promise you are not gonna wanna eat for a long ass time. And it's not even like you're gonna have to force yourself. You genuinely are not gonna wanna eat. Then you're gonna lose hella weight, get shredded as fuck. And it's lit. Alright, follow for more fitness tips.
Yeah, follow for more fitness tips. Yeah, but in the Citadel, I talk about peptides, look maxing hair, and stuff like this. Like, I actually grew my hair out pretty good. I kind of lowered my hairline down, and I really grew out my corners because my corners were kind of like, I think my corners were like you see, I have all this hair now. Like my corners are actually, this corner right here was like back here. I grew it. I literally grew a fucking whole inch. So like all this hair, my hair was really light back here. I literally grew all this out and even lowered it down to here now. And this side wasn't that bad. It just, I had a little bit right here. So I grew all this out right here. Tell me your blue pill without saying it. Happy wife, happy life. Do I use Nansen? I've used it in the past. It's okay. It's okay. I never found too much alpha with it, but basically it helps you track. You can get lists to track wallets and stuff like that, but like you can make, like I've seen people kind of use it to like start their own list just to have it there, and then they get off of it, and then eventually you have to do some sleuthing around with wallets. You have to do your own research of tracking wallets, basically. Yeah. How do you Latina max? Well, basically just lean out a little bit. Basically have some money, of course, prerequisite a little bit besides looks. And the way you Latina max is basically you have to go to like Mexican events, rodeos, dances, and stuff like this. Go to LA. You have to fish where there's fish. Go to like Mexican cities or go to down there's Colombia. Just gotta be not retarded. You can geomax a little bit to increase your odds and stuff, and then you can do really well. Hey. Because of you, I thickened my hair out with the intelligent shampoo and conditioner. Thanks, you're the man, bro. You're welcome, brother. But remember, get the microneedler, bro. Get the microneedle and a little minoxidil is going to help you out a long way, bro. Especially for like all this right here. I'm having to shave I'm shaving quite a lot, and it gives me a little like acne. Like I literally am getting, the reason I get acne here is because I shave. My skin's pretty sensitive, so when I shave it, like when I don't shave, I don't get any acne. When I shave, I get acne. It's fucking crazy. No, do not use derma roller. Use a derma stamp or a micro needle or a pen. Or I'm not going to tell you about the device. The device is kind of expensive and it takes forever. You have to get it from Europe. But micro needler, you know what? It's really, I found it more easier to use. Like the liquid's easier to use here. Like the actual the liquid minoxidil 5% is very good to use on eyebrows, mustache, goatee, this, all this, or any other place you want to grow body hair. I don't know why we don't want to grow body hair anywhere else, but like maybe you're pube maxing. But I actually think Rogaine, the men's 5% foam is better. So after you microneedle, wait a while or wait the next day, then hit your head. Some people say like if you microneedle at like a 1.5 millimeter or higher, and then you hit yourself with Rogaine or you hit yourself with like a minoxidil, that you can get heart palpitations. So sometimes some people get a flush, like whoa, and then like some people get like huge like spikes in their blood pressure. So just be careful. You know, the experiment with a small amount first, because like everyone has different reactions to this stuff. You know, this stuff is FDA approved, by the way. I mean, you know, Rogaine's been around forever. So when you shave, you use a blade like a Mach 3. Yeah, I use like whatever the fucking 4-blade, 5-blade razor is and shit. I also use like shaving cream. When I use shaving cream and I use everything because I have like a whole like badger brush thing. Like I don't get too much, but like sometimes I do a little faster job and stuff, or like I have shaved with straight razor and stuff like that, but like it still does the same shit. No, I changed them out. It's the irritation. And then like I do put alcohol afterwards. So the alcohol, like if I do the whole process, I don't get shit. But like if you do like a fast job real quick, that's why usually I just kind of like I have like a machine to just take off the hairs a little bit in intermediate, you know. How high do I think Arrow is going to go in 26? I'm thinking about jumping in today. I think decent, but like we need the token to come out. So like there's Ark's going to come out with their chain. It's going to be the main dex for there. It's a project with both Optimism and Aerodrome. Oh, I'm sorry, with Aerodrome basically, right? Then from there, it's a Velodrome Aerodrome kind of collab, and then they're going to launch something, I believe, with the base tokens. The base tokens are bringing a ton of volume. They're already the biggest DEX and sort of liquidity pool on base already. But you need, in order to have Arrow to go up, you need that token to be out, basically. Wait, how do you grow your edges back in? Microneedling? If you just put minoxidil, it might help a little bit. You need a microneedle. Microneedling is basically you create all these micro holes in your skin. New hair follicles can grow in. And basically, if you add minoxidil on top of it, it promotes hair growth and you can grow new hair and stuff there. So if you microneedle here and here, you can thicken out your beard. Some people just put the oil, because it's very hard to grow hair here. It's very easy. Basically anywhere below here and lower on your whole body, you can grow hair like a weed. It's the top of your head where people want it. It fucking barely works, basically. Bro, is minoxidil bad for your heart? It can be for some people. Not like you're like, not like, oh, it's going to create this damage, but like some people, there's like a small percentage of people that have like heart palpitations, or if they feel weird on it, try a small amount first. It's FDA approved, but you've got to experiment with it. It's your body. I don't know your genetics. For me, I've gotten I have no problems with it. I've gotten like once or twice, like I've gotten like I fucked up and like I microneedled and then I just put the liquid on and it worked. It worked really, when you do it like that, it works the highest efficiency, but like, goddamn, like that. I was like, also I was 260, 280. So I was way fatter and wasn't doing cardio. Now I'm doing cardio. I'm leaner. So my heart's a lot better and stuff. My blood pressure's down, circulation's better, but still like if you microneedle, like, and your skin's exposed, and then you put the fucking liquid on their shit, you might go like, it'll hit you hard. It didn't burn. It didn't burn. Your head will get itchy a little bit 4 days, 3 days afterwards, because like there's like little, it's kind of like weirdly scabs, like it not in a bad way, but like imagine it's closing up. So like it's sort of like lightly scabs, but it's not like you're pulling chunks of skin or nothing like that. But it's like your skin basically looks like you have like a little, like you'll look like you have like a sunburn. A light sunburn, because you want to hit like a finger below your entire line. You hit this whole area here, you go backwards, and then you just go line by line or sideways like this, or you hit it both ways like a checkerboard, and then eventually you look like, my hair's so thick now, like you'll go like this, and then your skin will be red, and then you hit it basically. And then it actually promotes blood circulation. It also loosens up your skin, because one of the big things why people lose hair on the top of their head is because their skin gets really tight. So one thing you can do is just like, you don't do this every day, but like play around with your head a little, like kind of squish your skin, move it around, like do this shit. And yeah, I'll drop it in the Citadel for you guys. I'll drop this info in the Citadel for you guys again. But thank you guys so much for joining me, you guys. If you want all the hair alpha, yes, it was made to lower blood pressure, I believe. No, it actually, what's it mean? No. Possibly, I think it was. I think I was thinking Cialis. Cialis was created to lower blood pressure. So, but with that, man, thank you so much for joining me, man. Join the Citadel, you guys, man. We got some heat. There's a new webinar up and running right now. Go check it out. If you join the Citadel, it's already up. You can watch the recording. There's some big stuff we're talking about in there. So with that, thank you so much for joining me, man. Peace.
All sold?